So setting up a new project, you always want to take a look at what your color setup is, your workflow. Make sure you know what is coming into your box, how you are grading, what working space you're in, and what your destination color space is. Here in the base light, we just kind of go into scene settings, look at some formatting stuff. I'm going to be working in RE Log C today. Log C is a pretty generic container that most colorists work in for grading footage that's destined to be in Rec 109. And I'm going to be doing a grade result color space, which means that's just the destination. I'm not doing any types of conversions. I'm not using a DRT today. I'm not doing anything that you couldn't see. This should be the same image that's coming out of the camera as a flat image without any kind of RE look or anything like that on it. The flavor of Log C could probably be debated for a long time. I mean, you need to be transparent when you're talking about what flavor you're working in so that when you pass that off to VFX or somebody else, if you have to do that, they know what primaries you're working in. So I am working in RE Log C, that's RE contrast curve. It's a little bit more punchy than a Cineon or something like that. It doesn't really matter as long as you're transparent about what you're doing and communicate with somebody that you have to pass it off with. So let's take a quick look at what we got. We got a diner scene, some people eating burgers, lady taking orders. She looks like she's telling everybody to calm down a little bit. That guy's piping up, and they got a dog back there. Cool. A little flirtatious. Feel-good family romantic comedy. Nothing hiding in the dark. So we got some overexposure in the backgrounds on some of these shots. Everything seems to be pretty well balanced as far as white balance goes, even exposures. They don't bounce too far. It makes sense that this is overexposed. They probably just turned the camera around. Maybe some diffusion and stuff. The only two shots that had any darker exposure were the dog and the top down of the counter. It should be pretty easy to match. We're gonna do some matching of luminance in there. And this dog, we don't know where he is. Looks like he could be in a bathroom. Looks like he could be in the kitchen. We have no idea. But we're going to assume that he's in a darker space, maybe somewhere back here, I don't know. But he should be down a little bit. It looks like he's in shadow. Okay, we need to identify a shot that's going to help us build a look for this whole scene. First, we've got this wide, followed by a couple close-ups of this guy. We got one of our waitress as she comes around. That's a pretty interesting shot. It shows us both sides. That's something to consider. This one doesn't really give us too much information. We got a close-up of an old man, and then we've got a slightly wider version of that. But it does cut out a lot of the window. A lot of the light is a little bit different. Can't see the counter. We know we're going to have to match the overhead. So I think in this particular case, it would be advantageous for us to choose this wide.